Martinas, welcome to Bamberg, to Freak City, also to you, just like all the other guys. How are you? How your first days here been?
Stressful, just because I came into training camp a little bit late. But at this point, I've caught up with everything. I'm pretty much settled in my apartment, so now it's just working with the guys.
How is that going? How is practice? What is coach asking of you?
It's going well. I'm enjoying getting to know my teammates on the court and off the floor, so it's going really well. We're starting to mesh together on the court and kind of tighten up our defense. Coach seemingly has a big role for me this season, so as the starting center, as with all of his players, he wants to play really solid defense, start from there, and then on offense, be a big presence under the basket, score from under the basket, but most importantly play basketball and gives us the freedom to do that.
You talked about getting to know your teammates. Of course, we and the fans, we want to get to know you. So
Sure.
The first question usually is, what do we have to know about you? Who are you?
I'm a pretty laid back, pretty fun guy. Love to laugh and make people laugh and kind of joke around. I think life is too short to constantly be serious and kind of have a stoic or a frowned face on you. So there's always something to laugh about. So I try to do that, bring some joy to people's lives. Easygoing, love talking to people, love hanging out with people. Competitive on the floor, love winning. We'll do whatever it takes to help us win.
You are from Lithuania.
Mm-hmm.
How does a kid from Lithuania get to St. Maria Goretti High School in Maryland?
I didn't really grow up having plans going to America, but in about 2010, 2011, I've learned of this opportunity in Lithuania that you can attend a basketball camp over the summer. And the people who organize the basketball camp, they pick out the players that they like best, that have the most potential in their opinions, and help them get in contact with coaches in the United States. So that's what happened. I attended a camp in the summer of 2011, and at the end of it, the coach that organized the camp put me in contact with some coaches in the United States, and by the end of the summer I was headed to America to start my chapter there.
That was the first part, the first chapter, as you say. You then went on to play for Notre Dame University. Mm-hmm. You played for the Fighting Irish, so a program with a lot of history. Mm-hmm. How was that?
It was a great learning experience in my life. I think I grew up a lot during those 4 years. Matured as a basketball player and as a person off the court. My first 2 years were really difficult just because I didn't get the playing time. But my junior and my senior years, my playing time grew and the opportunities on the court presented to myself. And I believe I've earned them with my dedicated work. So I was able to perform the way I know I can. And this led me to have a great season and then kind of paved the way to start my professional career.
Your professional career then continued with Žalgiris Kaunas. Mm-hmm. But you also played for the Lithuanian national team. Mm-hmm. You won some medals also. How was your career there? Maybe just explain it briefly.
I think as a basketball player, I matured later than some of my friends from the same age group. So my first experience with the national team was in 2013. I was invited for the under-19 national team, and I was able to make the team. And we played in the Czech Republic and we won bronze, which was a very, very exciting experience. The next year I also had the opportunity, but I unfortunately was injured. In 2017, after my junior year, I was invited to the Lithuanian student national team, where we went to Taiwan and actually won gold, which was an amazing experience. Not many people can say that they've won a gold medal. Memories that I will cherish every day. And after my successful first professional season in Lithuania, I had some opportunities with the Lithuanian men's national team, where I participated in the FIBA windows and then was with the men's national team over the summer. I didn't make the final cut for the roster, but I spent pretty much the whole summer with all the stars of the Lithuanian national team.
You mentioned what you won with the national team. You also won the Lithuanian League. What was maybe the one title that stood out the most for you?
I would say there's a couple titles that are most memorable throughout my career. I think the very first one will always be the gold medal with the Lithuanian student national team. Then we had a lot of fun with Notre Dame. We won a very prestigious Maui Invitational tournament my senior year, and then I would say winning the cup this year and the Lithuanian title. I would say those were the most memorable wins of my career so far.
Out of all the sport events that you participated in, would you maybe say that the 2018 St. Jude Rock and Roll Nashville Marathon was maybe the one that was even more important for yourself?
Yes, I would say the day was. The marathon was by far most important to my wife than my girlfriend. So she had no idea what was coming, and it was very exciting to surprise her with a big question at the very end of the race. So I'm glad her fatigue didn't influence her answer, and it was positive.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. Will you bring her here? Will that be possible maybe too?
She will be visiting several times throughout the season, so planning right now, first time in October.
Great. So we're looking forward to having her here and of course to having you here. All the best for your season, and thank you for your time.
Thank you.